Hello and welcome to Tight End Talk episode 10. Today I'm joined by the boys varsity volleyball team led by Coach Karen Hogan and senior athletes Kenny Kroez, Joe Ortiz, and Frankie Wawrzynski. Guys, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
We'll start by asking Coach, what have these three seniors meant to the program?
I have a different answer for all of them, probably. Joey and Kenny, they've been here from the beginning, from freshman year on, and they were going to be two of our best players this year, and all three of these guys were going to be captains. But I think Joe and Kenny have done a lot for recruiting athletes to play boys volleyball. Not that many guys play boys volleyball, and we're a spring sport, so we have to compete with baseball and lacrosse players. So we're always looking to get some athletic people to play for us. And I think these guys have been really good at that. And, they're so good that the other guys see the level of play and they become more excited about it. And Frankie's going to be our third captain this year. Frankie's in a different situation since he only started playing last year. He's one of our athletes that we hope to get to come down. He plays other sports well, and then you come down and you have to learn from the ground up. He didn't even know what we were talking about half the time last year, but his athletic ability was really what we needed. And coming back this year with just 1 year, we definitely thought he was going to have a very strong year for us. The fact that we didn't get to play this season is a big disappointment for us because these three guys were going to win. They were going to win. They were going to win lots of games. We were going to be competing at the end with all the biggest schools. We were really ready for this. So tough for all of us. It's tough for all of us that they're not going to get that opportunity and that we're not going to get the opportunity with them.
Now going to student athletes, going to what Coach said, you guys are going to be good this year. What was it like? You guys are prepping for a big year, and then you were told the season was postponed. We'll start with Joe for this one.
It was really disappointing here because, like Coach Hogan said, we had a great team, great group of guys this year. We were definitely looking forward to winning a lot of big games, probably winning even the chip this year. But it was definitely disappointing here, and I was upset about it. But starting to feel better now.
Frankie?
Yeah, kind of the same, Joe. Just the two workouts that we had a really promising young team. So.
And Kenny?
It just hurts because this is going to be our best team for a while. And, we were so close, having that really good squad for the first time. And the season just ended. Very
nice. The season gets postponed, and there's still some hope that the season could resume eventually, which probably won't happen now. But what were some things you guys were doing to stay ready for the season while you had that down period waiting to hear what's going to happen? And we'll start with Frankie for this one.
Really was just like working out at home, going on runs with my brother, just anything to stay active.
Kenny?
Yeah, just staying active was important, working out, and just trying to stay hopeful that we still are going to have a season.
And Joe?
Same thing. Like I have a gym in my basement, Peloton, whatever, everything. Or me and my brother will go out and play basketball, play volleyball with my sister, something like that.
Now, this has been an adjustment for all of us. Some of us are adjusting to working from home. You guys are doing classwork from home. How has the online class program been for all you? And we'll start with Kenny.
It's different. It's, just a different experience. It's not the same thing as being in a classroom, but, everyone's changing, and we're pretty much handling it well.
And Frankie?
In the beginning, it was rough, but now I think everybody's getting the hang of it, so it's not as bad.
Joe?
I definitely prefer my classes in school rather than the online classes, but it's hard to get used to at first. But like everyone else said, we get used to it and doing all right now.
And Coach Hogan, what's it like teaching in this environment?
I actually enjoy it. They have this great feature called the mute all button. So once you press that, you quiet the whole room. Be nice to have that in the classroom. So I definitely feel like I'm able to teach and reach each kid. And in a lot of ways, it takes away a lot of the distractions. That being said, I really miss seeing their faces. I miss having them around me. These guys in and out of my classroom all day. And just a whole feeling in the building that we don't get right now.
And this is a different time for all of us. What have you guys learned during this process? We'll start with Frankie for this one.
Just really don't take anything for granted. Kind of like just enjoy every moment of it.
Kenny?
Just how to adjust to things that you're not like ready for, like quick changes.
And Joe?
Experience, it taught me to actually really kind of appreciate my family, especially since I spend a lot of more time with them now, just like eating, dinners together, playing board games, all sorts of things like that. So
That's awesome. Now, you guys are student athletes, you're students, you may be involved in other clubs. Do you have a favorite moment as a tight end? And we'll start with Joe for this one.
I would say my favorite moment as a tight end is just kind of a collection of memories that I had in like freshman year volleyball season. I kind of fell in love with the sport. I love my team that year. It was like maybe one of my favorite years when me and Kenny first started. We had a great group of seniors and upperclassmen that kind of led the team well, or they led all right. But it's great. Yeah, that was definitely a favorite moment.
Kenny?
Probably last year we had a really good game with St. Anthony's, and I hit the serve to win. I know, just like a good moment to celebrating after. It was just like a good victory.
And Frankie?
I think it was probably just messing around every day with the team, just having fun, like after school, before practice, and then having fun during practice and on the way to games.
That's awesome, guys. And last question. You guys made it 4 years through Trinity. What advice do you have for a middle schooler, maybe a freshman looking to settle into Trinity, maybe get involved, maybe play boys volleyball or join another club? And we'll start with Kenny.
Just always try it. Just like whatever you want to do, like don't, quit early. Just keep your head up and just keep going and just have a good time with it.
Frankie?
Yeah, probably just what Kenny said. Just do what you're supposed to, and just if you think about it, do it.
And Joe?
Keep staying up to date with work. Do your work in school. Keep your head up. Keep trying. Work out in the end.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate all your feedback. I'd like to thank Coach Hogan, Joe, Frankie, and Kenny for joining me on this episode of Tight End Talk, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Pat.